I thought online courses were overrated until one course completely changed my marketing skills in just 30 days. The catch? They used a unique approach that changed everything. Most people spend years learning marketing, but in this course, I found a way to learn it in just 30 days. It felt like cheating, but it worked. Curious to see how I did it? Becoming a marketer is no simple task, but the way I learned it made it seem extremely easy. Many of you out there probably struggle with getting started with marketing, or at least you know all of the effort it took to get started when you did start marketing. And I am by no means saying that it is easy to become a marketer, because that is just a flat out lie. And much like most of you, when I started out, I wanted to try something new that I'd never done before and hopefully make a crap ton of money in the process. So I tried copywriting and found that it actually wasn't too hard with all of the resources and instructions that I was given through this course. And it showed me that maybe this dream I had was actually a possibility. But to get started with copywriting, you obviously have to get clients. And to get those clients, I had to go way out of my comfort zone, doing things like cold calling and cold emailing, which is like nothing I've ever done before. And along with doing those outreaches that I wasn't used to, I had to schedule and do live Zoom calls with potential clients that I'd never even met before. And I think it's safe to say that this was a huge step out of my comfort zone, and that when I was actually able to overcome it, it made me feel a lot better about my marketing abilities, even if I wasn't even marketing yet. But as I closed my first client through methods of warm outreach, which means contacting friends or family to see if they know anyone that owns a business, I visited my potential client in person, and we agreed that I was going to design a website for him and his business. And then I understood that copywriting and digital marketing wasn't actually as hard as I had first thought, and that with the right guidance, it was actually way easier. And this was all in a matter of 1 week of starting out. And then shortly after that, I closed my second client, which was an electrician business that I reached through cold calling. And that was actually one of my first cold calls. So I think it's safe to say that that made me feel really good, because it was a big step for me to start the cold calling, and then actually seeing results from it definitely motivated me to continue going. And for this client, I designed high converting landing pages for him and his website. And with this second client, I actually received my first payment of $150, which is no amazingly large amount, but when you're starting out, it definitely feels good to get that first win of money into your bank account. And the key lesson I learned from all of this was to not give up no matter how hard it gets, or what struggles come in your way, or roadblocks that try and prevent you from reaching your goals. And I also learned that you can't make excuses, because those will prevent you from achieving true greatness, keeping you in the same place because you keep telling yourself that you don't have to take action. Then all you have to do is trust God through everything all along the way, and He will take you where you need to go. And from all of this, I learned that it's all about the amount of outreaches that you send in the format that you send them in. Email outreaches are much less efficient and will not get you clients as fast. But if you are to cold call, you're much more likely to get an agreement from the clients. At first I thought that I was way too inexperienced and way too young to start something like this, and to start my own entrepreneurship journey. And I knew that it was going to just be too hard, and I was not going to have enough time. But what I discovered from this was that I was just too scared to take action, and I was just making excuses for an easy way out. And for the whole age thing, your age doesn't really matter, because nobody's going to actually know how old you are and make judgments on you based out of that, as long as you act mature and look mature. When pursuing any big goal, it's important to get a quick win, like making a little bit of money from your progress, or even just closing a first client, or a client in general, or doing a cold call that you're nervous about. Any of these things would give you a feeling of encouragement to continue, because it gives you proof that you can actually do something that progresses you along. The best strategy for actually being able to complete this, and what I did on my marketing journey, is to never give up, do anything, no matter how hard it gets, how demotivated you get, how tired you get. You put in the work every single day and keep up the hard work. If you're pursuing marketing like me and trying to make progress in a short amount of time, the biggest pitfall that you will fall into is convincing yourself not to take action and that you don't need to do things. And that you don't really need this because you can just work a 9 to 5 and marketing is just too hard for you and you're never going to make it. Because this is so false and I think you know it deep down. And you can't really tell yourself any of this because you have to practice a lot before you can actually get good at something. So if you give up before you even try, then how will you know if you can actually succeed? And today I will end with this Bible verse. Psalm 146:2. Let all that I am praise the Lord. I will praise the Lord as long as I live. I will sing praises to my God with my dying breath. And remember, don't give up, keep going, and you will win.